Welcome back to Global News Morning. A pleasure to have you join us. Speaking with AV, otherwise known as Anne Vriend, straight out of the City of Champions. She's a champion. Hello, good morning, Anne. How are you?
Good morning. Let's not talk sports. It's a
Okay,
bit of a
yeah.
sore spot over here, I think, right now.
Yeah, well, you know what? There's always next year. You know what they say. Yeah, for your
They
Oilers
do.
there.
They have said that quite a few times. Yeah.
Everybody Matters, a brand new single. A much talked about single. This is getting a lot of attention, this particular song. And not one, two videos associated with this song. How come?
Well, it's why not? For one reason, and also I had made this video last summer during the pandemic when the restrictions were a little less here, and it was possible to make an outdoor, at least an outdoor video with a group of people. And then the band that I was supposed to be touring with um, last year and then this year, my poor agent had to reschedule a tour 3 times,
Mm.
still to be had in 2022 now. But the band that I was supposed to be touring in Europe with was decided that we should try to do a live, quote unquote, live video together, just kind of to substitute for the fact that we weren't really playing together.
You see, everybody matters, no matter who you are. Some die starvation, some get life support. Yeah, everybody matters, just some a little more. 58 died here, 10,000's where it's poured.
There's a lot of steps in sending audio and video back and forth. We pieced together a live video between the three of us.
The ultimate in
So
social distancing. Yeah.
it was super social distance. We were not, no germs were passed at all.
As many things trying to keep this band apart and put a little kibosh on the music industry. The message of the song is getting out there. You've endeavored to do porch performances now.
Yes, we ended up doing 26 of them, so exactly half a year's worth every Sunday on my front porch. I decided to play a couple songs from my front porch for a couple of neighbors and friends, and mostly just because I missed playing. Hadn't played a show at that point for over a month, and that was weird because I had an audience. But then I did it the next week, and by about the third or fourth week, I had my backup singer JoJo join me. It sort of turned into a neighborhood show. By the end of the summer, we were having multiple bands, and we had a professional sound engineer, sometimes some catering, and a lot of people showing up. Oh, there's my cat. Sorry. Say hello. Say hello.
Everybody Matters is the name of the song and the single. Very introspective, brought on by the events of the past year in the US, race relations.
You know, it actually wasn't. It was written long before that. Um, so it just happened to become more timely relevant in a sense than I ever could have imagined to. It was very weird, but maybe not, because actually, as you know, and as that whole movement has made everyone more aware who wasn't already living, experiencing that, that's been a long-standing problem for centuries. So, um, so weirdly, it just became like the whole album, in fact, which was inspired by this neighborhood, which is a neighborhood that suffers a lot of stigma and racism and a lot of issues relating to people who are sort of down and out. Um, it just The whole album is weirdly, almost eerily becoming more relevant than when I wrote it.
But it's interesting in that the lyrics are inspirational, but then you throw the music in on top of that, and it's joyful.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. That was my goal anyway. So, because a lot of music that deals with heavy stuff, it's still, music has this amazing ability to uplift us and sort of transform us. And I think a lot of the peoples and individuals that make uplifting music, and especially from cultures where dance is so important, rhythm and uplifting music is not because there isn't suffering, but it's because there is, and you need something to, yeah, uplift you and change your mood from the harsh realities that you're living. And also there's, you know, just because you have a lot of these struggles that are an oppression doesn't mean that you also have people accomplishing amazing things despite it all in celebrating. So it was actually kind of meant to be not a total downer, even though the topics are very self-reflective for me and hopefully poignant.
Did you come up with the term existentialist gospel?
I did. I mean, arguably soul music is exactly that. It's, you know, from the tradition of gospel music and then secularized in the 60s by several labels and artists like Ray Charles and Aretha and people like that. So I don't think they called it that. Um, so I'm calling it that as maybe because I'm a bit of a searcher rather than a preacher.
Thank you so much, AV and Vriend. We're going to leave right now with a little bit of more music from Everybody Matters. Thank you so much and stay well.
You're
and take care.
Very welcome. And I wish that I have some really dear friends and people on my team over there in Kingston. So shout out to Christine and Bill, and thanks for having me on.
Some little more.
Miss you guys.